Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. I have a very, very special video today. A video that reeks of basketball in September and alcohol. Yes, man, I am not pulling this video out of my ass. I am not on some drunk binge right now where I'm doing this idea. This is actual stuff that is being reported by none other than Woj. It's not Woj, okay? It's actually John Wall, guys. So John Wall recently went on the record to say that there are some NBA players who drink all night, get zero sleep, and lead their team in scoring, which is actually a very small sample size of players because there's 30 NBA teams. So we got 30 alcoholic potentials up in here, man. No. We're actually going to be a little bit more kind about it. We're going to be doing a tier list. It's going to be a tier list of which NBA superstars are most likely to be party animal alcoholics who can just go out drinking, but hey, man, they're going to drop 30 the next day. And who's the gym rats? Who's the LeBron Curry family man? Yes, I know LeBron likes himself a little bit of wine, bro, but you know what I mean? He's not going out partying or nothing like that. Just staying home with Aisha. That being said, if LeBron's staying with Aisha, then we got some problems, right, man? So yeah, let me know in the comment section below. Who do you think has the biggest chance of being an alcoholic in the NBA? It's September 23rd, man. Give me a damn break, okay? What y'all want me to talk about? Y'all want to talk about Killian Hayes going to the Cleveland Cavaliers? That makes me want to drink thinking about him again, okay, man? So we can talk about Killian Hayes, or we can tier rank alcoholics. Okay. I need to chill out. But yeah, so we don't really necessarily have every single leading scorer of the team because I was kind of taking that with a general approach. We have some of the top players in the NBA, right, man? So this is how our rankings are going to go. S tier alcoholic. Shit, let's do one more. Casual drink with dinner type of guy. Weekly bubble bath and red wine. Gym rat. And then the family man. Okay? So let's start right off the bat here, bro, with Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo, I definitely think leans towards a gym rat. But I could definitely see him enjoying that red wine, after a long day of working out, want the antioxidants, and, man, just a little bubbly blubby. Not going to get crazy with it, but a little red wine, bro. We got Amin Thompson. He's a gym rat. No doubt, bro. No doubt with gym rat. Amin Thompson is just 24/7 Planet Fitness, man. Making the hunk alarm go off or whatever it may be. He ain't touching alcohol, okay, bro. He's got too much riding on next season, man, okay? I mean, Fred VanVleet's gone, okay? He can't be drinking. He got to play point guard next year, right? Next up, we have Cade Cunningham. I mean, can't have shit in Detroit, but you can have a lot of places to drink in Detroit. I know he's a vegetarian. I think he's definitely a healthy type of dude. I don't know if he got a family yet, like kids or nothing. So I'm definitely leaning towards maybe a gym rat, right? Next up, we got Anfernee Simons. This is where things get interesting. You go to the Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard's the man, but eventually he gets traded. The franchise, the reign of it is in your hands, and then it just doesn't work out. It turns out you're not that great. You can score, but you're not that great. You're not Damian Lillard. And I don't know if he's really staying up all night drinking over that. But I could definitely see there being some stress there. So, if he's at a party, shit, let's, somebody bust out a shot, shit, let's do one more. Like, there's some coping needed to go on there. Devin Booker. Damn, man. I think D Book is probably maybe your casual drink with dinner type of guy. I think maybe if this was really early on in his career, I would definitely lean towards gym rat. But I think as those Phoenix Sun years go by and the championships don't happen, I mean a little pizza, a little beer, it can make the problems go away temporarily. Okay, Jimmy Butler. Crazy ass is S tier alcoholic, bro. I'm sorry to say, man. Okay, but just I've heard so many stories, and just I've seen the interviews, man. Just that frame of mind, like you got to be drinking something, okay? Cam Thomas, S tier alcohol. Oh, my bad. S tier alcoholic. He wants to be treated like a superstar. He's not. He somehow thinks that, is inefficient scoring on a horrible team, warrants him just a ginormous contract. You got to be drinking, bro. Okay, for sure. Anthony Edwards definitely S-tier alcoholic, bro. You don't have that many children, without maybe alcohol being an influence. Okay. Um, I think at that point it's just, yeah. See, because I don't know, because people say like Anthony Edwards is kind of like Michael Jordan, right, man? Michael Jordan was out there, popping champagne and popping cigars off and leading the Bulls to greatness. And I feel like maybe Anthony Edwards took the comparison to Michael Jordan a little bit too far in that regard. Chet's interesting. Like Chet would probably do well to maybe add a few, Bud Heavies to his diet. You know what I'm saying, okay? Um, I don't think he would be a casual drinker. I think he'd be a party drinker, man? I think he's a shit, let's do one more type of guy. I don't know, it just kind of a thought. Kobe. A lot of good pizza places up there in Chicago. Pizza and beer, you can't go wrong. I think he's a casual drink type of guy. Joel Embiid. Weekly bubble bath. Like I think he probably like makes it a thing, Like he's got his candles lit. He's got his favorite, bottle of red wine. Maybe it's the LeBron's brand or something like that. I could, yeah. Okay, Brunson. Shit, let's do one more. Goes without saying. Let's see. Anthony Davis. Probably say maybe a family man. Eddie gives me family man. I don't think he's a gym rat. You don't get injured that much being a gym rat. Like the conditioning ain't always there. Maybe a red wine. I think for health reasons, probably the red wine. Okay. DeMar DeRozan. I think DeMar DeRozan's in the gym rat category. I don't know. I just think he's a really hard worker. It's like every season he seems to improve on some aspect of his game, and he's like 40 now. So yeah, you're a gym rat doing that. Kevin Durant. He's a gym rat. I think Kevin Durant might be a robot. I think he goes on Twitter, likes talking shit on his burner accounts, but beyond that, he's like playing basketball and playing video games. And just, for the love of the game, man. He's doing it for the love of the game, okay? De'Aaron Fox, I got him as a gym rat. Just always seems to be working on his game. Franz Wagner. Probably a shit, let's do one more. Yeah, okay. Darius Garland. I feel like maybe a family man. CJ McCollum. I just saw a picture of CJ. I think he's got his own maybe type of branding too. I feel like he might be like a snob though. Like you go out to dinner with CJ McCollum and it's like, oh, man, let's get a Budweiser. But all of a sudden he's talking about the hobbiness of the craft beer that he's trying out. And I think that would have to go with a casual drink type of guy. But he does it for the hobby of it. Man, he loves basketball. He also likes his casual drink, man. It just kind of gives him a little something else, beyond, b-ball. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's a family man. Jaylen Brown, gym rat. Josh Giddey. S-tier alcoholic. Tyrese, gym rat. Well, no. He's a weekly. James Harden. See, I don't know if he's quite S-tier alcoholic, because I don't think his body can afford it, bro. Like, we know how he balloons up, man. He starts put on the LBs. So I feel like maybe 10 years ago you would say that. But I think these days he's probably just a casual drink with dinner type of guy. No. Oh. You know what? Let's thread the needle. Shit, let's do one more, okay? Tyler Hero. Shit, let's do one more. Brandon Ingram, gym rat. Ivy? Probably gonna say gym rat, bro, but you can't really be in the gym if you're injured. You know what? But I don't think he's sitting at home drinking either, man. Like when he's healthy, he's a gym rat. Ja Morant, S tier alcoholic. All right, sorry guys, my casual. I didn't pay attention too much last season. This is Jalen Johnson, right? Is that Risha Shea? I don't know, bro. I don't watch a lot of Hawk basketballs, bro. Leave me alone, man. I've been busy the past 2 years, okay? Since I'm being a casual, I'm gonna put him as a casual. J Dub, Jalen Williams. Pretty sure he had his first drink when OKC won their championship, allegedly, right? So I'm gonna put him as gym rat. Jaren Jackson gives me maybe a casual type of vibe. Jokic is interesting, bro. Because Jokic, I don't think he's, like, he likes riding his horses, man. But I know he's sipping on the side, though. But is it, maybe 3 years ago, man, he's got in really good shape. A few years ago when he was really heavy, I would have said S tier alcoholic, but I think he's pulled back a bit, man. I would probably see him maybe, yeah, he's lost some weight. I feel like he's on his weekly, red wine type of tour right now. You know what I'm saying? All right, Karl-Anthony Towns. Yeah, man, you get him that first drink going. He's getting a little giggity out there, man. Just a little. He's being, you all know Cat's personality, okay, man. I feel like a lot of the times he's hitting up that gym, but I think if you bust out, the Jack Daniels or whatever, the opportunity one more, maybe pull a little Call of Duty Cat. Yeah, he's a shit. Well, shit. Let's do one more. Clearly, Kawhi Leonard's an S tier alcoholic. I feel like he's always drunk and always high, man. But to the point where it's just like, well, now it's going to get sad. I'm going to say, well, maybe his body, maybe that's why he's so emotionless, man, because he's just always drunk, but his body runs off it like a true alcoholic. True alcoholic, man. Or is he a gym rat? I don't know. Kawhi Leonard doesn't really. There's no emotion there. You don't know what the man's thinking. Kyrie Irving, he's a weekly. LaMelo Ball, gym rat. Well, maybe a casual type. I don't know. I like. You know what? He's a family man, actually. BBB, right? He's all about family. He's all about his, LeVar Ball and Lonzo, all those dudes, man. Zach LaVine's a gym rat. He ain't drinking heavy. Damian Lillard, family man at this point. Luka's interesting because a few years ago, obviously, man, dude was, throwing down beers left and right. But he went on his health vibe, so I'm going to give. I don't think he's given it up. I don't think he's like real. Like, I think he's on the health run right now, man. Like he's going to have his red wine. He's not going to give it up, but he's going to get better about it, right? Lauri Markkanen, S tier alcoholic. Miles Bridges, S tier alcoholic. Donovan Mitchell's probably a family man. Evan Mobley, gym rat. Jamal Murray. Pretty sure you posted a picture of your, parts on the internet a few years ago. You probably had to been drunk to be doing that. Maybe after that you had a little bit of self-reflection on life. And, you're not really drinking as much as you used to. I'm going to put him in casual. Paolo Banchero, gym rat, no doubt, okay? Jordan Poole, S tier alcoholic, bro. Some of them damn shots you be throwing up, you got to be coming to the game drunk doing that. Now, the issue here, though, is that, I don't know, like, that's the thing about leading the team in scoring. Like, you have to be good to lead your team in scoring, right? But sometimes, you maybe look at, like, a Cam Thomas, you're just chucking up shit all the time, and you just happen to lead the team in scoring. I feel like maybe Jordan Poole falls in that category. With any tier list, there's tiers within the tiers, right? You have to read between the tiers, you might say. Kristaps Porzingis, S tier alcoholic, bro. Man, I've seen some stuff on the internet about you, bro. All right, casualness is coming into play here, bro. I don't recognize who this is, man. Who is this? Have I been away from NBA YouTube for that long? You're a family man. Julius Randle, casual. RJ Barrett, gym rat. Sabonis? And I'm just going purely based off of vibes here, man, okay? He's a weekly. Scotty Barnes. I think he's a shit. Let's do one more. I don't know, man. No, he's a gym rat. Alpy, casual. SGA, family man or gym rat? Really both. I'm gonna say he's a family man. Shaden, gym rat. Pascal Siakam, casual. Jason Tatum, family man. Hanging out with the, Deuce and all that. Trey Young, I really think he's a gym rat. I would probably put him in shit. Let's do one more. Miles Turner, weekly. Zion, S tier alcoholic. Wemby, gym rat. Is this Herb? I know he ain't leading no damn team in scoring, bro. Let's put you at gym rat, bro, okay? I don't have any reasoning behind my picks. It's literally just all gut feeling stuff, man. I mean, I guess there's a few cases there, where there's been some rumors on the internet and stuff, man. But I think overall, based off of John Wall's comments, like, this is pretty good. I think this is probably who John Wall would be talking about. And I think really to go off rip here, man, like, let's say, like what did he truly say, right? He said, lead your team in scoring. I mean, Anthony Edwards, right there. John Morant, right there. Kawhi Leonard, right there. Miles Bridges, depends on the season, I guess, right there, man. Zion Williamson, right there, man. This is pretty damn accurate. Now, who's the guy leading the team in scoring that might have, in the gym rat type of thing here, right? So, yeah, I don't think it's any of these dudes that he would really be talking about heavy, man. I think we nailed this as much as you can nail a whatever the hell this is. It's September, man. It's September, guys. That's all we got for this video, man. I can't wait for basketball to start. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.